Right, Kings, welcome to another video. It's your boy Shiraz here, back with some more content with a new haircut and a shave. Guys, I was looking a bit Wolverine-ish, a bit hairy there, and I thought it's time to sharpen up since the summer is kicking in, guys, because we've got to get jacked, guys, and we've got to get some sun. Guys, I just want to start this video by looking at this quote. Now, I've got this board up here, okay, and I have this quote. I don't know if you can see it. Only the disciplined ones are free in life. If you are undisciplined, you're a slave to your moods, you are a slave to your passions. Eligde's Koeth, I think it's pronounced, I'm not sure I'm pronouncing that right. And I came across this quote last year, guys, okay? And it was such a fantastic quote that I had to write that down and look at this every day. And I thought this would be good for content. This was an athlete, and it was on the feeds and on YouTube. This guy was apparently a champion athlete, and I want to explain what this quote means. It's absolutely accurate. What is discipline, guys? Discipline is giving yourself a command and following it. And as simple as it sounds, we just don't do it. It's so difficult. And guys, I'm not saying I'm an expert on this. Sometimes it's so difficult for me to carry out, give myself commands and just follow it through to the end. You know, we always procrastinate. You know, there may be a reason for it. There may be an internal reason for it. But discipline's a thing that is highly important. And I think I've talked about this way before at the start of this channel, guys. But some of these earlier videos, when I started this channel, We Digress, is just a wee bit weird when I watched them because they weren't very good. But something tantamount important, and we need it, but we don't carry it out. So everything in life is discipline. To get to a goal, we need discipline. Certainly when you're dealing with goals, guys, you need discipline. Now, discipline to go to bed earlier, say you're training requires a hell of a lot of discipline. Your diet, not indulging in intoxicating substances, what you eat, not indulging in you know, well, if you're into retention, fornication, guys, because it weakens you, that's a video for another time. Discipline to train hard, discipline to do the workouts properly, to do the heavy sets, the hard sets. And there's a lot of guys in the gym, guys, that don't have the discipline to do that. It's a library in there for them. I'm sorry, I told you I'm transparent on this channel. It's a library for them in training nowadays, guys, or it's a social circle, it's a place to simp. But that's a video for another time. But so you need the discipline for all these kind of things. Discipline to and not indulge in wasting your time on Netflix and things like that. Now, what relevance does it have to this quote? Well, this guy's absolutely tantamount right. Only the disciplined ones are free in life, because if you relate it to, okay, let's give an example. Well, let's go back to my favourite, semen retention. A lot of people are not going to do semen retention in a highly hypersexualized world. They just want to spill their seed and fornicate, guys. And I'm not saying I'm an angel, because even the urges kick in. Because we're all males. We're males. It's natural for us, and the urges kick in. And sometimes the temptation is there to just blow it all and waste all that retention time. But the discipline kicks in, because once you do that, then you have no control over yourself. Without control over yourself, you do actions to a detriment to you. And in a hypersexualized society, a lot of men become entrapped by this. This is an example I'm giving you that can relate to this. A lot of men become entrapped by this because they are promiscuous. They can't control their sex drive. They don't have what I call dick control, guys. Okay, dick discipline or dick control. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but dick discipline, dick control. It's a very hard thing to do, guys. Listen, this is not easy. I get it, it's not easy. We are hot-blooded males, okay? The females that's what we're attracted to, is females. And it's not easy, but we have to have it. So many men, and all my friends, associates in the past, have had so much trouble with women that they just entrapped themselves with because they had no dick discipline, and they suffered 10 or 11 years for it. Guys, you don't want to get into that situation. I've seen these guys suffer. I've seen these guys in such toxic relationships with women that are lower value than they were. I'm sorry, I'm not being rude. I'm telling the truth in this channel. They're lower value. Personally, me as a guy, I work out 5 days a week. I take care of myself. I take care of my health. I'm approaching nearly the 5th decade, guys. I will not. I demand the highest value in females. The highest value in females, attractiveness, feminist, no feminist, feminine. They don't talk too much, guys. Basically, or backlash. They don't want to compete with all this kind of stuff. This is what I demand. Now, I will not budge on that, and you should demand the same thing. But when you have no discipline, you will end up with females not like that. You will end up with the worst type of females that can tantamount destroy your life, and you have to be very, very careful, guys. Do your due diligence, especially on modern day females. It's getting worse, guys. It's getting worse. It doesn't look like it's getting any better, but they will have to wake up soon. And I think down the line, maybe in the next 10 years, it'll get better. So, so this example of why discipline will free you from that situation. Discipline will also free you from the situation of perhaps financial entrapment, guys, because the Matrix has designed a system to create a consumerist system, right? A system where they will make you work 9 to 5, and then they'll give you incentives. They'll give you subconscious programming, advertisements, mass marketing to make you go and, after you've slaved for that 9 to 5 for 40 hours a week, they're going to make you go and spend that on prescription services like Netflix. Obviously, to the weak men out there without discipline, pornography, OnlyFans. You're spending all your money on that. They're diverting your attention on that, diverting your attention on the news. So you don't have the discipline to get away from that. And then what you'll find is eventually you'll be trapped by that. All your money's going to that. Whereas the clever people that have the discipline, they will free themselves financially because they don't do that. They're not inclined to do that. They're clever. They don't indulge in instant gratification. This is all instant gratification that the Matrix give you to trap you. So these people don't do that. They'll invest their money wisely. They'll start putting their money in appreciating assets. I don't give out financial advice in this channel, guys. I'm not in a position to give you. I'm not a financial advisor, so I'm not going to give you any financial advice. But it's just from knowledge I've learned. Making mistakes in the past, I was a victim of this as well. But I've become better with money, guys. I'm more smarter with money, and I realise all this. So this quote again explains the relevance of this, why it will free you. Only the disciplined ones are free in life, so you'll be financially free through your discipline. You will not use these streaming services. You'll not go and buy 10, 15, 20,000 cars on finance. I mean, what idiot nowadays would? Well, I know hundreds of people do it, right? Like the entire nation does it, but what right-minded person that doesn't have the financial freedom to do that would make a literal mortgage payment so they can look good and drive around in the car? To me, that's insecurity. It's stupidity. Stupidity, guys, all right? You can go and get a second-hand car, okay? Even something like a 2016 model, okay, 2020, like a 10-year-old model, and that car will run you 4 or 5 years on literally no petrol expenses. But because of the insecurity, you're going to go and do that. Think about that. So that's another example of this. That's how you're enslaved. You're enslaved by a system that indoctrinates you with the feeling that you have to have these things that the Matrix creates to further enslave you. So when you get the realization of that and you don't engage in it, you start to free yourself from the Matrix structure, and you start to free yourself in life. Relevant to this quote again. So it's such a fantastic quote. to live by, guys. Write it down. Also, the other one I want to say, I don't think I missed this. Are a slave to your moods, or a slave to your passions. Okay, we missed these two out. Sorry, guys. So I'll quickly do slave to your moods. So I've talked about the only disciplined ones are free in life. If you're undisciplined, you're slave to your moods. Your moods, guys. Just got a pinch in my knee there. I'm squatting tomorrow. Oops, that's worrying. So our moods can be highly uncontrollable, guys. We're not always going to be in a good mood all the time. Yeah, I believe in esoteric laws, vibration, guys, but we're not always going to be in a high vibration. It's very difficult to be in a complete 100% mood. But what he means by this is if you're affected by your moods, you're going to live your life by those moods. You have to free yourself from that. You have to have the control to do whatever it takes. Regardless of these moods don't control you. Like penultimately self-discipline, guys. Okay, from your moods, and you'll free people. People are a slave to their moods. Therefore, it enslaves them in life, because when they're slave to their moods, they have lack of motivation. The mood will dictate what they get done during the day. It'll dictate how they're feeling on a daily basis to be driven, to be ecstatic about life and achieve the things they want to achieve. No, that will be relative to the mood they're in, and that's a big mistake to do. This really resonated with me because always I like Neville Goddard's teachings, and he also mentioned Churchill at the time. He said the moods create the fortune of men. The moods create the fortune of men. Churchill knew this. The moods create the fortune of men. Okay. So don't let your mood ever be down, guys, and if it is, don't let it control you, okay? Enslaved to your moods and you're slave to your passions. Guys, that ties back into all this sexual promiscuity, it ties into all this stuff that I talked about first in the Matrix. Structure your passions, fornication, instant gratification, overindulgence. You'll be a slave to all that if you cannot control that. And this will basically control your life. Whereas the people that are disciplined in this way, this cannot control them, and they thus free themselves from all that control. If you look at the majority of people nowadays, guys, they do not live by these things. Okay, they don't abide by these things, and that's why most of them are controlled in the society. Think about everything that you have that restricts you, that you have, that you own, and maybe financially trapping you. You may have put yourself in a situation where you're in the wrong type of toxic relationship, either through marriages, or either through your libido, not having dick discipline, like I said, or you've just got some sort of addictions, Netflix addictions, pornography addictions. This is all relevant to this, okay? So guys, very, very good quote here. Live by this quote. As you see, I write it on my board here. And every day I look at that, guys, and it just, there's times when even, guys, there's times when even I kind of slip up a wee bit and get diverted, but this is just a reminder to me every day. And you start have something like this up, guys, where you can look at a quote and you can read it and it's a reminder. This is what you should do with everything, okay? Just keep it as a reminder and a guideline, guys. Have a motivational board, have a reminder board, have just a positive board where you can read it and like this, and this kind of will keep you in check, and it'll remind you, just sticks you your discipline back in you. Okay, so very, very important quote, guys. Only the disciplined ones are free in life. If you're undisciplined, you're a slave to your moods, you're a slave to your passions. And in a highly sexualized world today, guys, a hyper-sexualized world where everybody's fornicating and men are spilling their seed and being drained, and this is really relevant. It really is, and that's why semen retention helps a lot of guys in this hyper-sexualized society. It just helps you control. Because guys, I'm telling you, sexual control, if you master sexual control, you can master everything in life. Guys, it's the worst kind of urge. It's the worst kind of thing, because it's just so. The drives are so bad, and if you get a control of that, and if you don't give into that, you become a very, very strong man, and nothing in life will ever can deter you. Anything you want to do in life, really. So with that said, guys, I'm going to leave it here. I hope you enjoyed this one. Support the channel, like, share, subscribe to these videos, guys, and keep winning in life. All right, I'm going to leave it here, guys, and till the next video, guys. We'll take care. See you soon.